Strong leaders fight corruption. Weak leaders fight memes.
Sure.
In the world's largest democracy, the Mahamanav's government is fighting cartoons, animations, comedians, tweets, and yes, satirists like me. They say powerful leaders build nations, but insecure leaders build filters. Because satire is one thing the so-called strongmen cannot digest.
Control, Uday.
Because satire punches the aura, the Vishwaguru aura, the Mahamanav aura, the Avatar Purush aura, the Chaukidar aura, the Pradhan Sevak aura, the global leader aura, the 56-inch aura, the non-biological aura, the chest thumping aura, the War Rukwadi Papa aura, the India is rising aura, the Sab Changasi aura, the so-called Achhe Din aura, the only I can fix the nation aura. The nation equals leader aura, the leader equals nation aura. They criticize him, criticize India aura. They question him, question India aura. The government is him aura. He is the government aura. The leader above the system aura. The system exists only for the leader aura. The support is patriotism aura. The dissent is anti-national aura. And what happens when you dare to puncture this carefully manufactured aura? Your voice gets choked. Yes, I am feeling the heat. The invisible hand of the state pressing gently but firmly on the algorithm. Social media platforms, the so-called global champions of free speech, are sweating under government pressure. And so they quietly turn down the volume on critics like me. Shadow banned, suppressed, sidelined. And the worst part, the absolute worst part, it is doubt is successfully planted inside your own head. Maybe I should change my style. Maybe I should play it safe. And just like that, the system wins. Not by directly silencing you, but by making you silence yourself. There is the real masterstroke, the Modi masterstroke. Because who is left to ask them? The traditional media, the television channels. Please. They were bought, sold, and compromised a long time ago. Traded their spines for sponsorships, for a few extra zeros in their bank accounts. They didn't just bend the knee, they crawled. They traded journalism for jingoism. Jing, chak, jing, chak, jing, chak, jing, chak, jing, chak.
सच बताइए, why don't you get tired? आप थकते क्यों नहीं हैं? आपको मजा आता है काम करने में या कोई टॉनिक वगैरह आप ले रहे हैं? क्या रात
सब इतना आसान है तो इतनी मेहनत क्यों कर रहे हैं आप?
तो इस सब में आप फिट कैसे रहते हैं?
इतनी ऊर्जा आप कहाँ से लेकर आते हैं?
प्रधानमंत्री जी, आप इतनी मेहनत करते हैं, इतना काम करते हैं, आप वाकई थकते क्यों नहीं हैं?
पूछता है भारत, नेशन वांट्स टू नो, आप इतने रिलैक्स्ड कैसे रहते हैं?
क्या खाना पसंद करते हैं और कितने मील्स खाते हैं दिन में?
मोदी ही मुद्दा है, ब्रांड मोदी बहुत विशाल।
आप फकीरों की तरह रहते हैं, आप फकीर अपने आप को बताते।
काशी का लाडला, हीराबा का लाडला।
अरे चाटना है चाटिए, जितना चाटना है चाट के लाल कर दीजिए।
There is not an interview. It is an RT. It is a master class in bootlicking. Not a single question about the highest unemployment rate in decades. Not a single question about the falling rupee. Not a whisper about the crumbling infrastructure. No. Because if they ask a real question, if they accidentally remember how to do the jobs, the carefully curated aura might glitch. The glass of water might tremble, and the famous Dosti Bane Rahe moment might just happen all over again. They know it, he knows it, and we know it. So when the traditional media is feeding you lullabies and the Hindi film industry is dancing in the darbar, who is it supposed to wake up? The independent journalists, the content creators. We are the ones pointing at the screen and saying, hey, the emperor is naked. So they will keep trying to bury us. They will try to make us so tired, so frustrated, and so invisible that we just log off and give up. Because if the joke spreads, the illusion breaks. And if the illusion breaks, the aura collapses. And once the aura collapses, you are left with something very practical. Reality. And what exactly is that reality? It is a reality where the Danka, the legendary, ear-splitting drumbeat of our global dominance, turns out to be just a cheap plastic doll. We were told we are the greatest peacemakers. War Rukwadi Papa. Remember that? But in reality, when the global order actually shakes, the peacemaker forgets his lines. A roaring tiger on prime-time television, but a remarkably well-behaved house cat on the world stage. It is a reality where the fifth largest economy means a couple of oligarchs buying up the country's ports and airports, while the middle class gets slapped with a penalty for not maintaining a minimum bank balance. It is a reality where we boast about the shiny new speed of Vande Bharat, while ordinary citizens are packed like cattle outside the toilets of 1,000 general compartments, just trying to breathe. When the truth on the ground is this devastating, when the gap between the PR and the pavement is this massive, the government has only two choices: fix the country or fix the algorithm. And they chose the easy way, fixing the algorithm. They chose to silence the comedians. They chose to withhold the tweets. They chose to quietly choke the reach of creators like me. So what comes next? What should you do? Usually this is the part where the creator begs. This is where the screen fills up with desperate graphics. Smash that like button, hit that bell icon, support my channel, fund my journalism. No, please don't. Don't like me. Don't subscribe to me. Don't back me. Don't fund me. I'm not here for all this. I don't do this for this and that. I do this because I believe it is my duty. Though a very exhausting algorithm cursed, legally risky duty.
सह लेंगे थोड़ा सा. अरे उसमें क्या है?
I will keep pointing at the naked emperor, even if only one among you gets the joke and gets inspired. So what actually do I want you to do? I want you to do exactly what I do. In your own spaces, in your own language, in your own way. Keep awakening the common man. Keep shaking the people who are fast asleep on the pavement, dreaming of a Vishwaguru. And please, for the love of whatever is left of this republic, stop saying, I don't care about politics. What do we have to do with politics? Stop saying, मुझे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? सब चलता है, सिस्टम ही ऐसा है, कुछ नहीं बदलेगा, यहाँ ऐसे ही होता है. Stop normalizing the abnormal. Stop saying मुझे डर लगता है बोलने में. I feel scared. That डर, that fear is the whole design. What do you think? Do you think I am immune to that design? Don't I feel scared from where I live and how loudly I voice my dissent? Being in a house filled with women and children, with aged parents sitting and worrying about me. Honestly, I do. I can sense the quiet fear in my mother's eyes when she hears my tone getting sharper. It is about parents who don't fully understand the internet, but fully understand danger. It is about the responsibility of not just being right, but staying safe. Because courage is never individual. It is shared. Shared by the family that stands behind you. Shared by the people who care for you. And that weight, that invisible weight, is always there. In every upload, in every sentence, in every pause before hitting publish, you think I don't feel it? I do. Every single time I hit publish, my heart skips a beat. But did I stop? No, I didn't, I won't, and I can't. Because politics is the price of the cylinder in my kitchen. Politics is the quality of the air my family is choking on. Politics is the bulldozer parked outside my neighborhood. Politics is the heavy, awkward silence between two neighbors who used to share sweets on festivals, but now wave each other as enemies. My everyday is politics. Your everyday is politics. It is the police you fear instead of trust. It is the law that applies differently depending on who you are. It is in the street. It is in your home, in your pocket, in your breath. Whether you choose to look at it or not, someone somewhere is deciding exactly what you do, what you eat, what you watch, whom you love, whom you hate. So it is our job, our collective, terrifying, beautiful responsibility to wake each other up, to make the common man desperately aware of who that someone must be, and more importantly, who it definitely should not be. Every voice matters. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100, and suddenly a whisper becomes a wave. That is what they are afraid of. So speak. Speak on your Instagram, Facebook, speak on your WhatsApp, Twitter, speak on your Reddit, Quora. Speak on your YouTube if you have one. Speak even if it is just seen by 10 people. Speak now, speak today. बोल के लब आजाद हैं तेरे, बोल ज़बां अब तक तेरी है, तेरा सतुआ जिस्म है तेरा, बोल के जान अब तक तेरी है. This is brown enlightenment, where speaking is not a choice, it is a responsibility we carry, even when it is heavy. Jai Hind.
बोल 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 बोल
बोल के लब आजाद है तेरे, बोल ज़बां अब तक तेरी है,